Hey everybody, David Fisher here from Hazel Tree Group. It's 3:30 in the morning and I just got home from Trois-Rivières for a 3-day stand with the Titans. And I wanted to let you know this week's post is now. And last week's post, as you know, my daughter was getting married. So I wanted to let you all know that she got married. Everything was great. The day was great, sunny, warm. It was beautiful. So that was a great thing for the bride and groom and the guests to have. For me, leading up to the wedding wasn't so good. I had probably about 5 days off, 4 or 5 days off prior to the wedding and a day or so after before I had to go out again. But when I was off, I've posted before, and you know this, these conversations that I have in my head that are really about, well, there's no one involved, but they're just conversations. This time the conversations came back with a vengeance. And I don't know if it was just the stress leading up to the wedding or what it was, but these conversations that I was having in my head were relentless. It was nonstop, constantly. I don't know why they were there. I know that there was one person coming from the wedding from the previous wedding, and we all know what happened at the previous wedding of my oldest daughter. I never did give the father of the bride speech because somebody was very mean and cruel to me, and I think everybody remembers that post. But it took its toll on me. I wasn't sure if this individual was going to say something, I don't know, but it overwhelmed me. And it was, like I said, relentless. And no matter how much time I spent with my horse, my daughter's dog, which was here and still here, and my dog and my wife, and just trying to, stay calm and relaxed and not let anything bother me. But it was non-stop. It got to the point where it was about 2 days before the wedding that these conversations in my head got the better of me. And I actually contemplated just leaving and not even going to the wedding. I mean, I was trying stuff to stay relaxed. As you guys know, I don't drink caffeine. So I was trying things to relax and get rid of these conversations, but it just nonstop. So not going to my daughter's wedding killed me. That whole thought of me not showing up and not giving the father of the bride speech again with the second daughter. And it killed me. I didn't know what to do. It was probably 2 days before the wedding, and I was getting worse. I was on my wife's case for no reason at all. I was just on her case. She was asking me to write the speech. I wrote the speech. I read it to her. And for some reason, I was being an absolute jerk to her, that I wouldn't, if she wanted to read the speech and edit it, she could. And I said I wasn't going to. And yeah, I was just being an absolute jerk. Like everything came back for me, just being an absolute dickhead to everybody. The only thing that was fun was the week leading up to the wedding, as my daughter was counting down the days, like, how many sleeps till Christmas, right? So I was with her and I was saying that back to her, like 3 more sleeps and la da da. But even that wasn't making me feel better. So the day of the wedding, I was still down. I was still not feeling great. The conversations in my head were still going on. My wife took off. She's off to fix my daughter's hair and makeup, and I'm alone. Not cool. I knew she knew I was rough, but I mean, I was feeling bad. I got up in the morning. I went to do the horses, exercise the horses and groom them. And hopefully that was going to make me feel better. But it was excessively windy, and the horses were all a little wacky that day because of the wind. And the two horses, mine and Sylvie's, it just was, they felt that I was obviously not right. And they were acting up and they were testing me. And I was getting really frustrated with them, which doesn't help. And this is the day of the wedding. I shouldn't be like that. It was really, really, I didn't know what to do. I was so taken with these conversations. I don't know. It was awful. So I came home. I sat in the chair, and I was lost. I didn't know what to do. All the CDs were sitting there, and I whipped through all the CDs to find something that would relax me and, try and change my mood a bit. And I found a Jesse Cook CD. I don't know if anybody knows who Jesse Cook is, but thank you, Shane, for introducing me to him. And I put on the 2 CDs of Jesse Cook. And that helped. It really, because it's great music, relaxing. And I started to feel a little better. So I got up and I started to iron my shirt, had a shower, started to feel a little better listening to the music. But this illness of mine is killing me at times. Like, I tried whatever I could to get myself to feel better, and I just couldn't. I made it to the wedding. I gave the father of the bride speech. But I don't know. I'm hoping that these posts and the issues that I have and this illness is just, sometimes I don't know, man. I just don't know. I hope that some of my stuff helps you with some of the things that you may be going through. And if you want to drop me a line and say anything, doesn't matter to me. If you want to drop a line and say hello and just say, hey, whatever, I'm here. I'd be more than happy to send a message back and talk. But harsh, man. It's very harsh. So I'm in my no longer coach's seat. I'm actually in my car seat, sitting in my driveway at 3:30 in the morning, posting this. And got it off my chest. Maybe it'll make me feel better too. I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope that all of you are well and stay well and continue to talk about mental health and mental illness, because eventually the stigma won't be there, and maybe some of us will feel better most of the time. Anyway, you guys all take care. I'll talk to you soon. Next post, maybe written, maybe one of these, I don't know. See y'all later. Have a good night.